can turn the world on with a smile. You can take a nothing day and suddenly make it all seem worthwhile. Well, it's your girl and you should know it. With each glance and every little movement you show it. Love is all around, don't need to fake it. You can never down, why don't you take it? You're gonna make it after all.
Hi everyone, welcome to the show. Today is Thursday, April 18th. I've been off the air for 2 weeks, so I didn't do a show last week. And as of today, we've got 446 days left to go in Marc's U.S. prison sentence. But we've also got just 2 days to go until 4/20, April 20th, this Saturday. Of course, that's the biggest news all across the world when it comes to marijuana right now. And April 20th has been celebrated as a day of cannabis celebration and prohibition protest ever since the 1990s when Marc Emery and his employees started doing it here in Vancouver. And I'm certain that others have thought of April 20th with 4/20 being a good day to celebrate, but the idea of a big smoke-out get-together was here in Vancouver, and you can read about it in Marc's latest prison blog at freemark.ca and cannabisculture.com, the origins of April 20th as a day of celebrating cannabis. And we know that a lot of places all around the world are going to be doing the very same thing, and here in Canada, with the generous support of millionaire lottery winner Bob Erb, we're able to get 420 rallies organized all across the country with t-shirts and posters and a coordinated effort and message between all the different cities. So you can check that out at 420rally.ca. Check out the list of the cities, all the places that will hold events, and you could even organize one too in the last minute, getting together with your friends. And here in Vancouver, it's an enormous event. We have had 20,000 people last year gathering in the downtown core, and you can see video and a lot more, photos and all sorts of stuff at 420vancouver.com. Now, we'll be broadcasting live from the hotel next door, looking down at the crowd, just as we did last year for Cannabis Day and 420. And you'll be able to tune in at pot.tv to check out the crowd as it gets really big and sends a big smoke cloud up at 420. And you'll, of course, have interviews and seeing all of our regulars pop in saying hi to the camera. And we've got a schedule of speakers and performers up on the website as of later today. 420vancouver.com will tell you who's speaking when and who's performing when on the main stage and on the Sensible BC stage. So we've got tons of stuff in store. We've been working our butts off here at Cannabis Culture headquarters with all of our friends and volunteers and associates making this happen. So we look forward to seeing everybody in the Lower Mainland, downtown in Vancouver at the Art Gallery. Our event starts at noon with performances, ends at 7, but people are there at 5 a.m. to get in on the action early, so I'm sure it's going to be jam-packed all day long. And we have a lot of stuff going on in the media, of course. This time of year results in many different radio and TV interviews talking about 420 and marijuana and legalization. And here in British Columbia, we've got a provincial election coming up on May 14th, so the conversation about prohibition and pot policy should be up there on the forefront. And of course, I'm going to do as much as I can to that end with a number of interviews that I'll be doing. Tomorrow morning, I'll be live on BC's brand new 24-hour news station, Global BC1. I'll be interviewed by Jill Kropp about Marc and marijuana and 420 and my election run and everything else that's going on. We're going to pack that into 8 minutes live on TV, and then I'm going to come back downtown and go on Bill Good on CKNW, which is a major radio show all across of British Columbia, and I'll be talking about the same thing, why politicians leading up to the election aren't talking about marijuana when it's obviously a big issue and our neighbor next door has it legalized. So stay tuned to my website, jodie4mla.ca, for all my interviews and radio and gathering appearances, everything I'm going to be doing. I'll try and update it there on the website, letting people know about where I'll be and what I'll be up to. Now, in terms of being up to stuff lately, I missed last week's show because I was in the middle of a hectic travel schedule. On Tuesday, I flew out to Halifax, where I spent Wednesday shooting a scene for the upcoming Trailer Park Boys 3 movie. I appeared as myself, and I deliver just a little brief line, and I have a kind of brief appearance, but I can't tell you guys anything else about it. I signed an agreement, so that's all you get to know. But I'm showing here a photo of me and the director Mike Clattenburg, and of course Ricky and Bubbles, and they're very kind. Everyone there was so sweet. They're all very encouraging, and they're all actors, and I was nervous around actors because they all do that as a job, and I usually just speak my mind, but they all told me I did a pretty good job, and I hope I did. I didn't want to mess it up, but it was tons of fun, and they were really great. And I had to excuse the background all being erased. I had to erase the scenery, so you can't know what's going on. But that's a photo of us together, and hopefully when Marc is out next year, early 2014, when the movie hits theaters, we'll be able to go to a premiere together. That would be tons of fun. So that was great and an honor. I even got a trailer with my name on it, and it was incredible to be able to do that. And then I was up early the next morning, flying back here to Vancouver, getting a bit of rest, and then flying down to Mississippi to go visit Marc. It's our last visit we're having for the next 5 weeks, which is quite a long stretch for us, but I'm a busy girl these coming weeks with the election and everything, so Marc has given me that time, and I'm going to send him lots of emails to keep him connected, because he'll sure feel a bit lonely without that visit. But I also have some photos. I'm not going to show you guys this week because I didn't have time yet to scan them, but I have photographs of Marc and his band Yazoo performing in the music studio in the prison. They get to practice in there once a week or so, and it's a real studio, and it's pretty awesome to see all 5 of them on their instruments and jamming in the middle of performing some songs. But I've got a blog about it from Marc to go with the photos, so I'll work on that next week, and of course in next week's show I'll share those pictures with you guys. So thanks of course for staying updated with all the posts we do at Facebook and Twitter and all over online. Now Monday is Earth Day. The 22nd of April is always Earth Day, so wherever you are, maybe get out there and do something green. Plant a tree or plant some other seeds of some other plant that grows naturally from the earth, and do your part to spread some green on Earth Day this Monday the 22nd. And of course check out my website jodieformla.ca to help out with the campaign, because we want everyone to vote green on May 14 and send a good message to our government. Now I'm going to do 2 draws, and I'm going to include this week 2 lighter leashes. These are the free Marc Emery lighter leashes. They clip onto your jeans or your purse or whatever, and you will never lose your lighter again. And that's going to go along with, as always, the free Marc button and the free Marc stickers and the free Marc t-shirt, which of course we'll be giving away lots of at 420. Free Marc t-shirts, cannabis culture, BC marijuana party, all sorts of stuff is going to be given away at April 20th 420 rally. So I hope to see you guys there, and join us online if you can't make it in person. We'll be doing everything we can to keep you guys as close to the action as possible. So the winner number 1 will be Alan C. I need a shirt. I will wear all summer to spark up conversations. Right on. I like that. And the pun is just perfect. I love puns. So you get bonus points for that. And the second winner is going to be Devin P. Like to enter for the contest. Excellent. So you are our second winner. Alan and Devin, thank you for watching the show and entering, and we'll get those prizes sent out to you. And I hope wherever you are on Saturday, you'll have a little smoke tribute for all of those who aren't with us to protest prohibition and celebrate cannabis. Because remember, as we celebrate our culture, and our culture includes so many things. We've got music and art and movies, we've got symbols and rituals, we've got religion, we've got all sorts of different characteristics that identify us as a culture. And that's what this celebration is about. It's celebrating our culture, it's protesting prohibition, it's saying that millions of peaceful people worldwide are consuming cannabis every day, and all of those people who brave going out into the streets to demonstrate, they're saying that they're at risk by a law that hurts them more than marijuana could ever hurt them. So that's part of the message. So wherever you are, try to remind people that this is a protest against prohibition. It's peaceful civil disobedience. It's people breaking a bad law to say that this law is unjust and no one should be arrested. There should be no prison for pot. There should be no persecution or punishment whatsoever for pot. it's something we should all have a right to. So I'll see you guys, hopefully as many as possible, down at Vancouver Art Gallery this Saturday, and next week we'll have all sorts of updates and videos and pictures posted online, and hopefully it goes well for everybody, because there is still a risk of arrest in some cities, and I'm just praying that most people have a wonderful day without any problems, and that the police don't be the problem, that they be part of the fun. So thanks a lot for tuning in, everybody, and check out cannabisculture.com, Pot TV. All of our websites, as always, are linked down below, and I'll have more to bring you guys next week. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you guys next Thursday. Free Marc Emery, and happy 420.
We've got Marc Emery here, sir. How are you enjoying April 20th this year?
Yeah, it's a bit damper than it has been conventionally, but we've got a great crowd, a great spirits, a lot of marijuana, and a lot of people selling marijuana and smoking marijuana. And we've still got another 4 or 5 hours to go, so I hope everybody knows to pace themselves.
So what does 420 mean to you?
Well, 420 means to me it's kind of like, it's almost like a Jewish holiday in a way, the way everybody says happy 420, like shalom, or, you know, happy festival. You know, it's just, there's a real sense that this is our day, and it's also mass defiance of the law, and no one calls the police to complain. So that means it's accepted by British Columbian society that what we're doing shouldn't be a crime, and I think it makes our point that there should be no law about marijuana. And so it's our way of making a political point and having a day of celebration.